In the Nintendo Switch Direct, we got a new look at the Mario Kart World game, which is the name they have now announced. And so I'm here to sort of go through the trailer and cover everything that you might have missed during the trailer. So this is our first look at the start of the race. You can see that Politana, Birdo, and such are all returning from the last game. A lot of new vehicles seem quite interesting here. You can see the babies are driving this new car, which I think looks really cool. It seems that we're moving away from the whole kart customization, which in my opinion is kind of a good thing because I'm just getting bored of it in all honesty. And you'll see later on that we're kind of moving towards this car transformation during the race rather than using gliders and such. Those with keen eyes here that also saw the last trailer will notice there are 4 rows of 6, meaning a maximum of 24 races in a single race, which honestly is incredible and I'm all for it. I played a lot of Mario Kart Wii CTGP. I have the 24 player update for that, and it's so much chaos, it's so fun. And that combined with the new knockout mode that you'll see later in the trailer, both coming as ideas from that game and that like modded version of Mario Kart Wii, I'm highly looking forward to. They seem to be moving towards the whole Super Mario Wonder vibe, with the whole designs being a lot more cartoony. A lot of them, I'm all for it. I'd love to know your opinions on them pretty much permanently using the Super Mario movie design of Donkey Kong for presumably the rest of their games coming forward. Right here in this section, we get our first look at a transforming car. As you can see here, right before it hits the water, it's on like this new mode with wheels, and it's got like jets in the back, and then as soon as it hits the water the wheels go away and it turns into this kind of jet ski kind of thing, which again, like I said before, means that the cars will be transforming during the race. One thing you might not have spotted immediately, right down here in the bottom left of the screen, and you can also see him in the cover art of the game, is Spike. Spike is going to be a new character in Mario Kart World, and honestly, with the amount of spin-offs he's been added to, I'm kind of looking forward to it. Right there, you can get the first visual look of Goomba being added to the game, which is hilarious. Of course, he can't really drive, but he was a very much requested character to be in this game, and so I'm looking forward to it. This is our first look at the new costumes that they seem to be allowed to wear now. What I'm gathering from this is that you will be able to select your costume for the race rather than just the base characters, and will no longer have characters such as Cat Peach, which honestly I'm so thankful for. Taking up an entire character slot with a skin of a character just did not sit right with me. Here's our first look at the Moo Moo Meadows cow as a playable character in the game, which honestly I'm confused by, but I would much rather the cow over Pink Gold Peach. Right here is our first look at the Mega Mushroom inside of the new game. Again, I'm all for it. It was a great item in Mario Kart Wii. Mario Kart Wii was my first Mario Kart game, and seeing so many things from this game that I enjoy so much is honestly amazing. Right there, of course, you can see Hammer Bro being added to the game, and what looks like a new hammer item, since he's holding it behind him and throwing it at him. Sorry, not throwing it at him, throwing it at Bowser. Which could mean that we're getting character exclusive items again, like in Double Dash, which, even if this is just a new item, both cases I am very excited for. One thing I did gloss over the cow segment is that the cow is riding over a zipline type cable, which means we might be able to stick to these cables and sort of drive over them, because I can't imagine that anyone's going to stay on that without any kind of extra help. Right here, you can see a question block item, which bounces coins all over the track, just like the one in Mario Kart Tour on mobile. Another thing that they're bringing over to this game, which again, more content is always better. Here you can see Birdo getting into this lorry and boosting across the track, which I don't know what that's about. Also, Mario's eating a burger, and it turns him into a costume form. How this relates to the game, I don't know. Maybe you pick a costume for your character before the race, and you get to wear that costume during the race if you pick up this item, or you get through a certain lap count. I don't know how it would work, but I presume if they're making it into a mechanic, that it would have some kind of implication on which costume you pick, perhaps. I'd like to see more when they do show that off more later on. Another one that people may have glossed over, that's a snowman. Yeah. We're getting a lot of new characters to this game, and a lot of them, personally in my opinion, do not make sense. But I do like that they're adding so much to this game. I suppose they are kind of running out of ideas, if anything, because there's not many new characters you can add to this game. But they're doing it, and they're doing a snowman. Also on this screenshot you can see Charging Chuck, which of course you saw later in the trailer. Another character that I was really hoping for. One thing I would like to mention that I haven't seen yet is they're adding all of these new characters, but there's some characters that are completely missing. Like, I don't believe that I've seen Kamek outside of some sort of extra effect item. I don't think I've seen any of the Koopalings, which is concerning for me because I do like some of them, but we'll just have to wait and see. Of course, there's also wall riding as a racing mechanic. That is really cool. I don't think there's any way of moving around in a car that they haven't really added, which is exciting. There's confirmation that the horn item is not a Mario Kart 8 exclusive, and it is returning, which I feel like a lot of the newer players will definitely be happy with, because it does make the blue shell a lot more easy to deal with. I believe that this is a Moo Moo Meadows recreation, which is good to see that they are in fact still doing track remakes, even in this whole open world dynamic. Right there, I don't know if it's anywhere else in the trailer. I do remember seeing it the first time. There's Nabbit, if you can see him right there in the bottom left. Another very highly anticipated character, and I'm very happy to see him arrive in the game. There's Airship Fortress also returning with what seemed like another route, and so it's also been changed and not just a direct remake. Just going to pay homage to this absolutely goated King Boo skin. I'm going to be rocking this all the time. There's a lot of things to unpack from this screenshot. I'm just going to go back quickly to try and get a better shot of it. Here we go. So, we are getting Nabbit, the little bee thing, which I forgot the name of, the crabs, Monty Mole, the penguins from Mario 64, the little flying beetles, which, again, I'm butchering so many of these, I don't know the name of, like, every enemy, unfortunately. Wiggler is confirmed to be returning. I can't really tell if that's a villager female in the distance. Personally, I did not really like the whole other games coming to Mario Kart. I prefer it just being Mario Kart. I would kind of hate it if they turned into Nintendo Kart, or just like Smash Bros, where there was just every character. from any game, but I'm liking the sheer number of new characters in this game. So here is our first look at the Grand Prix sort of selection screen. You can see 7 cups at the moment, with a lot of them looking really cool. We get a DK Spaceport, which looks sick. Returning tracks being Desert Hills, Shy Guy Bazaar, Airship Fortress, and Wario Stadium, all returning. Sky High Sunday, DK Pass, or in the UK, DK Snowboard Cross, also returning. Wario Shipyard coming back from Mario Kart 7. And a new Starview Peak track. We're getting a Koopa Troopa Beach remake. And a lot of very interesting looking new tracks. And of course, we're driving to the next course between the races as well. And yes, that is Pokey you can see in front of me. What on earth? Is there any enemies that are like reasonably iconic that they haven't added to this game? The first thing that comes to mind is like the baby Yoshis from Mario Bros. U. And like Thwomps. They're like the first things that come to mind. But they've added pretty much everything now. And right in front of me, you can see a Cataquack. I want to see the roster for this game. There is so many characters being revealed today. There's a Pianta on the right-hand side. That's amazing. Is that the other version of the Boo? I can't remember the name of it, but I'm pretty sure that's the other Boo variant. I don't know if that's going to be a skin, or if that's just another character. Also, this Bowser skin is dope. And there it is, the Knockout Tour, where you'll be eliminated from the game if you do not place high enough. Again, this is a mechanic that was first created in the fan mod for CTGP on Mario Kart Wii. I don't know if it's on any other CTGPs, but I know that that's where I got my experience from. This is an incredible game mode, and I know I'm going to have so much fun with it. And there it is, confirmation of even more tracks. We have a Golden Mushroom Cup, a Ice Flower Cup, a Moon Cup, Blue Shell, Cherry, Acorn, Cloud Flower, and Heart Crown? What are they called? I believe they're from Mario Odyssey. Also, they're different symbols, which means we're probably going to get a special cup still. We're probably going to get some of the other cups from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, because I don't believe there was an Ice Flower or a Cloud Flower, if I'm not mistaken. Definitely no Heart Crown thing, but I'm very excited to see what this includes. And I can't tell if that right there, the 5th track in the line, is some kind of recreation of the SNES tracks, which by the shape of one of them, that does in fact look like Mario Circuit 2, 3, and 1, all in one, perhaps? Is it a race, 1 lap per circuit track? That looks incredible. And there you see a checkpoint with the number 16, which probably means if you don't place above 16th, then you are eliminated at that point. That's a dolphin. I don't know what for. I don't remember what that game's from, but I do remember someone tell me in the comments, because I don't exactly recall what that is. And the crowns are returning from the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Battle Mode into this new Elimination Mode, which looks very nice. We are getting a open world mode to just drive around the entire world. Right here, you might have missed that Peach just double-tricked in the air, which means you can probably get another boost from tricking twice. And right here, just confirming what I just said, you can see that the boost lasts a lot longer when you trick multiple times. Of course, picture taking in the game looks very nice, and I can imagine getting dragged in to do a picture at some point. If someone can tell me what I'm looking at in front of me here, that would be great. It just looks like a blob. There it is again. I don't know if it's a King Boo skin, or if that's another character, but I don't know. You'll have to tell me in the comments.
It's here.
And
Mario
here
Kart?
is the title screen. Not much to unpack here that we haven't already seen. Of course, you can see Pokey, the penguins. You can see the little buzzy beetles. I think that's what they're called, but I'm probably wrong. No, buzzy beetles are the little... I'm going to have to do so much editing to correct everything I said. Also, I've not seen Piranha Plant yet. We've got Goomba, but we don't have Piranha Plant. I'd like to see that. That's also a good point. No PT Piranha yet. So no PT Piranha. I don't think I've seen Diddy Kong. And no Koopalings. But yeah, that's everything for today's breakdown. I'm majorly looking forward to this game. There is so much in it that I know I'm going to have fun for hours, and I'm sure you will too. If you want to check out any of my other videos, I've played various Mario games with some friends, and I also do a lot of Pokemon Unite content if that is what you're interested in. This was quite a different video for me, so if you'd like to see more like this, let me know by liking and subscribing to the channel. And I'll see you in the next one.